When I started out my career, it was very turbulent because it was a turbulent time for the financial industry. And the fear is always, how do I leave certainty for uncertainty? Yes, you don't have to be, careless, but you have to be brave, yeah, right? And I worked in several banks that had issues. So I was almost always out of a job. 3 months into a job, then you're out, then you're up and down, and I got tired of it. So my advice would be, honestly, just try it. Decide that you want to start something. Break it down into little steps. The first step could be, let me pray. The next step could be, let me ask somebody
who has been
what do I do? The next step could be, let me just have a meeting. Just that it's from asking and moving in the circle, and you find that somehow, you find a way to what you're looking for.
I'm enjoying everything you've said. It now even gives me an idea that maybe I have another expression of myself I have not even discovered.
Oh, you have too many expressions.
No, I just have two. So I have three. I have just three. See,
no, I hope you added, mentoring to it. Empowering other people through this, your platform.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Aman.
Thank you so
Honestly.
much. Thank you so much. Sometimes when you're doing some things, you don't really look at it as something. It's other people who see it for you. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing it. But the intention, which I mentioned to you, was to actually give back to everyone, not just the young ones, because a lot of people are confused in business and even in their careers, and because the dynamic of the economy, the global economy, the local economy, everything is shifting. So people need to just hear from people. What can they do differently and in their different industries? That's why I have different people. You're a filmmaker, tomorrow somebody is here from FMCG, tomorrow the person is a hair maker, tomorrow the person is an executive in an oil and gas company. So they get to hear anyone that resonates with you will stay. And when your word is here, you will get your word.
Exactly.
So I believe in God that people who are watching will get some blessing that will propel them to greater heights through the show. So that's why we do the show, and that's why we enjoy it.
Well, thank you.
So thank you so much. I'm not yet done. I have to ask you your question.
Sure.
Can you share your success story from your Sweet 360 mentoring program?
Oh, okay. Let me see. That is a platform that gives me a lot of joy because it helps me to give back. And I just started it to help people like me because 3 years back I was on the verge and wondering, how do I cross? And now that I've done that, I run into, come across a lot of people that are thinking, yes, and the fear is always, how do I leave certainty for uncertainty? Yes, you don't have to be, careless, but you have to be brave, yeah, right? So that's what I use that
platform all about.
For.
Just telling them they can do it.
Yes, so I've had to
going through the right path, not just
exactly
taking a jump without even know where you're landing.
Or leave your job and
you go back to ground zero.
So I think one exciting thing was I had a young lady who came on board, and she, had always played support roles in movies, but she wanted to produce. She eventually produced her first movie, and I'm so grateful for that. But one that really, touched me was, would you believe, so my teacher in high school, and this was like 100 years ago, so you can imagine, yes. He was very brilliant, very, really, even as kids, we knew that he was gifted. And his dream was to be on stage in the films and all of that. But
he was in the arts.
Yes, very smart. I think that honestly he contributed to
making today.
So
you made an impression on you.
Yes, that I never forgot. So I found him. I hadn't seen him since I left high school 100 years ago, and I found him, and I was able to help him fulfill his dream of being
on the stage.
He had retired and moved back home and just generally living a gentle retirement life and all that, and I pulled him out and we worked together, and he was on my last movie and he had put up a brilliant performance.
Wow. So he was still that good?
Very good, honestly.
Even with age and everything.
We gave him an age-appropriate role, yes. Yeah. But seeing his dream come to, he didn't think it was going to happen. But together, working with him, a lot of talking, coaching, hand-holding, and all that, and we made it. And he featured along, some of our A-list artists. And I'm looking forward to seeing that work. And I'm still working with him, partnering with him to make sure that he really exhausts himself.
Everything. Just bring
that
out
we tap everything,
yes.
you know.
Well done. That is such a beautiful story. That's a beautiful story of impact. Even remembering, intentionally remembering somebody you had. Oh, it's not even worked with. Somebody who taught you in your earlier years.
I just didn't want to see all that talent
was really,
waste,
really
you know?
beautiful of you to even have remembered at all. That's beautiful. So now, what is the need now for Winifred into the future as a filmmaker? Do you have projects in the pipeline? Do you want to share some of the information and insights as to what we are to expect in the years to come? Or next year, or even this year, so let me even be so current. This year, what are we expecting this year? Because we need a new movie.
Yes, so we have something that we've submitted for, you know,
QC,
yes, and all of that. So again, I can only but be optimistic that I've done a good work.
By God's grace, you will do well.
And all that. So that hopefully will come out this year. It's called, should I be saying the name?
No, if it hasn't come out, I think you can still keep it over under wraps. Yes.
So
we have a new film we're expecting
this year. We're going on set in 2 weeks to work on another project. Now, I love to tell true stories, so I actually look out for true stories that are inspiring and all of that. And then we also.
So that's
we actually have a
area,
slate, a full slate.
In a
Say
way.
that again.
I said that would be your niche area. Like you don't look for fiction. You like working with true stories.
Yes, so far, yes.
Stories.
All the films that I've done have been, you know, because I find that the platforms like our African stories, they want to see our culture, the way we live, move, work, and also I find
story always resonates with people.
Yeah, because I think that someone can learn something from it, you know.
It's
and
not vague.
and,
you can see yourself somehow, somewhere in it.
Yeah, so we actually have a full slate. You know, I have a slate of films to last me up to probably 2026. Ideas that we've put down and developed.
That's a lot.
I want to be very busy. I'm doing this with my full chest.
Full chest, yes.
So
after pivoting from career, filmmaking is your life now.
Yes.
Are you going to change yourself in another chameleon? Are you going to change into something else? Who knows?
I'm not sure, but like I always say, live all of your lives.
Yes.
Okay, live all of your lives. So if something else pops up, it would. I'm sure it will have to be in the creative space.
Still, yes.
It will definitely have to be related to this. So that's
5 to 9 is forever gone for now. Okay. Now, Winifred, I've had a wonderful time having you on our couch.
Thank you.
I've loved every minute of it and all the learnings, and I'm still learning. And I've just told myself, I think I still have some expression of myself I want to express. But leave that. We'll work on that later. But now, the viewers and the audience who have been listening to us, give us your last parting words of encouragement for them. What would you tell them?
Well, I don't know if it's encouragement or if it's small. I'd actually like to thank the people who watch, who listen. It's really because of you that we're deliberate about who we become. So really my last words will be to say thank you, because it's when I know that there are people watching that I shape up and I don't break down when I feel like.
Encourages.
If nobody was watching, if you were not watching or listening or commenting or or even me imagining that people would have something to say. There'll be no
even the criticism
standards.
is something, yeah.
Honestly, so you bring a lot of value by encouraging in your own way. So thank you, and as you do that, may God bless you. May God fulfill your life.
Amen.
Those will be my words, really.
Thank you so much. We've heard it all. Winifred has been on our couch, and she's been here with with a lot of knowledge and impact for all of us. So now you know you can do anything, everything is possible. And don't feel that because you are doing a 9 to 5, you cannot become a creative, you cannot become a filmmaker or even an actor, an actress. So many. You are limited by your own desire. So please take up anything. Now is a world of multiple stream of income, multiple everything. So please take the opportunity and be intentional, and you can do it. Well done, well done. We've had Winifred on the couch. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, it's really been my pleasure sharing my story and encouraging myself in the process. Thank you
so much.